Hello everyone, and thanks for taking the time to watch this video. This is a run round of the latest car we've got into stock. We saw this and we thought we'd better buy it because very nice, clean, original old car. This is a 1994 BMW 540i. Very original and very clean. See, I'll walk around the bodywork first. The paintwork's very good. Clean, not scratched or faded. Doesn't have those very fine lines in that some German cars get when they get a bit older. See, it's all finished very nicely. Exhaust there, the chrome on the tips is good. All around the quarter panels and stuff. Those doors, they haven't been knocked round on the edges. You can see the driver's door, very good. Hasn't been opened up and like bumped into things. That's still been kept very well. Mirrors are not faded. The alloy wheels are in very good condition. Someone's really looked after this car. I'll go on to the service history and stuff later, but you can see the wheels are nice and clean. It's got some good Bridgestone tyres on, they're quite new. And no chips in the headlights or chips on the front bonnet or the grille or anything, no stone chips there. So I'll start the engine up and be able to have a look. So this is a 4-litre V8, hence the name 540. If I come in here, start the engine, see no big problems there. Inspection lights have not been turned on, but it's running properly with no warning lights. Drives very nice, very smooth, very quiet, doesn't make any loud clunks or anything like that. The engine's nice and powerful as well. Open the bonnet, you can have a look in here now. So in here, the paint on that cover on the top's a little bit faded, the silver pieces, but it is an older car, so there are some things like that around the engine bay. But overall, very clean. Doesn't leak oil. When you drive it, you never get that smell of little bit of burning oil that often these cars have when they're leaking from the rocker covers there. They sometimes make that smell. This one's not doing that, so that is a good sign. It means it's not been driven hard and probably at some stage had the maintenance done to stop that from happening. Around here, you can see down there the piping. It's all still quite bright. The rust hasn't got to this at all. Still very good. The sound deadening on the bonnet is still in one piece. Not that common on an older BMW from my experience. They do seem to be often peeling off, but this one looks pretty good. Close that down. Glass is all in good condition. There's no chips in the windscreen, which probably means it hasn't really been driven on the highway that much. You'll have noticed before when I turn the car on, the mileage. It's 60,000 kilometers. Now there is some service history there which I'll go through in a minute, and that does seem to suggest that mileage is correct. It looks like it inside, and the service history kind of backs it up. We'll just have a look underneath before we go inside. So hopefully you can see still pretty clean underneath as well. Move around the back a bit. Well, I wanted to show in here as well, even in here in the fuel cap, still nice and clean. That's all. Looks like quite new still. Obviously it's not, but it gives the impression of it's been kept somewhere out of the weather. Under the back, muffler is all in good condition, no rusty holes or anything like that. All seems quite good. Because of the design of this, it's hard to see the floor from down there. Have a look in the trunk. Pretty good, no big damage. Got the first aid kit still in there. Even the spare tyre, I think that's still the original spare tyre with a brand new alloy wheel. well, not brand new but never used alloy wheel. I think that's still the original Pirelli tyre on it. And if I open up the toolbox, there's a locking wheel nut key there, triangle pliers and spanners. It's got a little bit of brown rust on it. One thing's missing, I'm not sure what's supposed to be there, but basically it's nearly all there, which is nice to see, and probably means it's been worked on at the dealers. Nobody's tried to fix it themselves, which is good. All the metalwork on there is good, not rusty or anything. If we come to the inside now, have a look in the back first. You see it's cloth seats, but they're in really very good condition. They're not faded by the sun, they're not splitting open from sun fade. The back pieces are good, like it seems like no one's been in the back much, no one's caught the back of it with their knees or anything like that. Door cards are nice, got these ashtrays, a bit hard to open if you're not doing it properly. They look clean. Armrest is all good. It's got a blind in the back there. That rear parcel shelf probably is changed colour. I don't think it was that light before from the sun, but still looks okay. It's not peeling off or anything. Down here you can see the vents. They're in nice condition, not broken or anything. This light has not been used, which is a good sign. This side's the same. Very nice, clean seats. It's actually got the factory carpet mats underneath there. They're in nice condition, very clean. Someone's put those rubber mats over the top to protect them, so I'm going to leave them on there so they stay fresh. One of the big problems with the older BMWs I've found is the dashboards tend to crack, but this one is excellent, doesn't have any cracks or any marks on it really at all. Also the wood, it's got wood pieces in there and they're in good condition as well, and on the doors. All looks quite nice. So I'll come back round to the driver's side. I'll move the rubber mat back there. There's the factory carpet mat. All looks very good. The accelerator pedal or the brake pedal rubber are still in good condition. They've not been worn out from overuse. Jump in the driver's seat. The steering wheel, it's not worn, it's from being used too much, but it does have like a couple of scratches on it. Maybe the guy had a ring or something, maybe scratched it slightly. It doesn't really ruin the car, it doesn't take anything away from the interior condition. Got cruise control, see there. Got the original trip computer, cassette stereo, aircon which is working nicely. When we picked this car up it was really hot, now it's cold and it's working good in both conditions. You can see that the switches for the lights, everything's still, it's not too brittle, it's not been left in the sun and disintegrated. Everything's still as it should be and in still pretty nice condition. The only thing that looks a bit funny is this here. I'm not sure why that has some sticky stuff on this coin tray, but that looks a little bit unusual. Not the end of the world. Open the ashtray. The lighter in there hasn't been used either. That looks like a non-smoker's car to me. I don't think that ashtray's been used very much, if at all. So as I mentioned before, or I should say, like all the switches, they're all good. They all work. They're not broken. Windows all work. Oh, that's working good. Often these is cracked or this, but not in this case. It's all in good condition, and as I mentioned, it drives very good. So I've got the documents for the car here. So in Japanese years, number 6, Heiwa 6 is Heisei 6 I should say, is a 1994. It's an October car. There's the chassis number, and down here the last 2 recorded mileages. So in 2016 it's shaken tested at 54,600, and then in 2018 it's shaken tested again at 57,700. So it's not been driven very much. That's a good sign. Also here there's a stack of service reports from when shack-in tests or inspections were done, and all of those there have the dates and mileages, and they all do stack up. I'll take some photos of these individually to show anyone interested in reading further into that. It's got a BMW book, that's the old guy's insurance paper, and some of the handbooks in there. There's some spare keys as well, just there. Overall, it's just a really nice old car, very fun to drive because it's old, but it's not too old. It's interesting to drive it. Nice powerful engine. It's kind of nice to have something like this which has been kept in the condition that it is in, and it drives like it should for a car which has been looked after. Got those armrests as well, they both work, no problems with them. They're not broken, worn or damaged, which is nice. And it is a comfortable old car, something that you can keep and look after and enjoy for a while. It is fun to drive it. In Japan, where we are now, people do turn around and look at it because you don't see many of these now. There used to be a lot, but not like this, not now. So it is interesting to see it, and it's pretty nice car to own, I would think. So if you're interested in something like this, contact us and we can give you more information, and we can ship this car from Japan pretty much anywhere in the world. It is left-hand drive, so it won't suit every market, but more often than not it will be okay for your country. So contact us and we can organise shipping, give you more information and answer any questions that you've got. Thank you very much for watching.